Good thing to be reminded.
All right, I will review it again. Call to order at 5:30 still, so we're still on time. The library exits are that way. So we're all good. Stacy's out, so I am chairing the meeting. Welcome. Thank you for all the work you always do. It's always appreciated. Additions, deletions to the agenda. I am going to change one agenda item. I think the approval of the MOU should not be in the consent agenda. That should be in the regular agenda, so my error on that. Yes.
Okay, that, or we can get a few more, we can't hear, all we can hear is.
So we'll try to.
You can't hear me, that's odd.
Can you hear Jeff? Yeah. So we will try and we'll speak loud. Can you hear me? Are you good? Can't hear you. But
Yes.
you're good.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right. No one from anyone from the public. No one from the public is here, so no input for them for the agenda. The consent agenda. There are two items on the consent agenda: approval of the minutes and committee reports.
Just approve the consent.
Are we good? All right. I'm good with the consent agenda. Motion. All good. All right.
That was a motion and somebody seconded it, or?
We'll go into the consent agenda. Okay. All right. Regular agenda, Friends of the Library report. There's no one from the Friends here. Any comments? Anyone know anything about the Friends, about the book sale went? Any comments?
Something Sue sends the
I didn't get anything from Sue.
But what I thought was exciting. We arranged with the Friends to sell items that have been knitted for your neighbors, to sell them for the food bank because the food bank was getting too many. And so they sold about $240 worth of knitted items. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's great.
And that money.
Food bank?
Food bank. So it's really not about us, except that it's our program that provides the knitted.
That's great. All right. Before we get to the director report, I think it's this, I'll put in the agenda, the approval of the city MOU with the SB with.
Are we on that now? So,
if you can talk about that.
so Stacy and Jesse Baker signed that at the last city council meeting. So it is a done deal.
Okay.
They actually signed.
I know she was presenting on the 4th, was it, or whatever it
And
was?
everybody was happy and.
Good. Okay, so that is done. So there's really no approval needed because I think we did that.
Yep.
Stacy did that, so we're all good on that one. So that's cleared up.
Yeah.
And I'd like to give a kudo to Jesse about it because there was a counselor or two who had questions. And so what Jesse did is she wrote all the questions down, she wrote all the answers, she sent it to all the counselors. So if the meeting went, the meeting went very smoothly on the 4th, it's because he was proactive.
I think it was overall it was handled real.
Yeah.
Generally,
Yeah.
all what you did and Stacy and everything. I think
Do you know if there was another item that has to go before council, but I wasn't sure if Stacy got to it in time for that meeting. It's on the records that we have to have 12 members, that the board has to have 12 members.
We didn't talk about
You
that.
didn't have
That was
it?
not, it did not
Okay.
come up.
So we'll do it another time.
Yeah.
It just has to go before council because they added a person on their own recognizance. And now it's been noticed that we are short. And Stacy is saying, no, we always wanted 11 for various parliamentary reasons. And so we have to present we have to give them a draft whatever proposal for council.
Stacy's aware of that.
Stacy. Yeah.
Didn't she talk about that it wasn't actually changed?
She didn't know about the addition. She didn't know about the council's action.
Yeah.
Adding somebody.
Okay.
So,
She did, she sent us
She
something.
did, so not, that I guess was what she was talking about, that they hadn't made the change in the document itself.
Right.
So it still said 11. Am I misremembering this?
The
one?
MOU says 11,
11,
Okay.
yes.
but the
There's a resolution.
resolution
Yeah.
says 12. So they just have to get on the same page.
So Stacy's
Future.
aware of that, and then
Yeah,
something
future.
I'll follow up with her outside of this, okay? Library director report is next.
Okay, I sent you a library director report and I don't actually have anything to add. So it's really more a matter of questions. Oh, darn, I forgot to get you all your flyers. I'll go get those in a minute. I also sent you the first quarter budget information. I think we're doing fine.
We are.
Because I did not get it in time for the consent agenda, it all happened pretty recently, so I don't have anything to add unless you have questions.
Any feedback from the city on budget or process or anything that we need to?
So the budget meeting where I think they're hoping to tie all the loose ends together was delayed from this week to next week. Jesse has talked to me about our request for a part-time person and moving towards Sunday hours. I did have at our staff meeting, oh, this was a report, I did bring up that topic to talk to staff about it and let them know that the board had asked me to make a plan about that as part of my goals. And that we don't know if it's gonna happen right now in July, but I wanna be prepared. Because of course, then the union also has to have a say in it and all that. So I have talked to staff, so just, it wasn't a deep conversation, but at least it's on the table. And then Jesse checked in with me about the figure that I had given, which was just the salary for somebody. And she pointed out that there's some other factors that could also cost money for the library to be open. So she increased that amount by whatever she thinks she needed to, and then that'll be discussed next week. I have no idea. I know she sent out the city survey. It had, I don't know, 134 responses or something, and you know, it's only that many people, but there were certainly a lot of things in their suggestions that might steer a budget conversation, but I don't know, how powerful that's gonna be. And nobody in that particular survey said the library needs more money. And nobody in that, that totally makes sense. The people that we're hearing from who live right down the street are new residents, fairly new residents, and are also, so they're not necessarily completely, they don't necessarily feel like they belong, that a survey is for them. And some of them are students, so then they don't necessarily feel that they're part of South Burlington, so it's complicated. So we hear that people want the library open on Sunday, but it's not something that made it onto the survey.
All right. Again, a lot of stuff going on in that report, so.
Yeah.
There's a
Lot of good stuff.
lot of good stuff.
Good
So,
stuff.
any other comments, questions on that?
Anything up there? No, I'm saying
Everyone
no,
good?
okay.
Okay. Last regular agenda item is discussing the December meeting and the need for a meeting. I think I would recommend that I don't think in December we need to have a formal meeting. Does anyone have a reason that we think we need to have a formal meeting in December?
No.
Okay. All right, so we will, any concern on the? You're good, okay, all right.
I have canceled all the sitting for December. All the committees also said that they were gonna not meet in December.
And obviously, if there's anything financially. You'll
Then
reach
we'll
out.
talk and
Okay.
then you.
And I can always call the finance team together if need be. All right, There are no other agenda items. Are there anything else anyone would like to talk to? Okay. No other business? Meeting is adjourned.
That was amazing.
All right, now, before everyone hangs up, now it's off the record, I think.
You have to turn it
Oh.
Oh, we're still recording, Ted.
Sorry. That was not anything issue.
Well, you adjourned the meeting.
I did adjourn.